evening, Internet. It is I, the Real Shroom, and I'm going to play some more Standard on Arena today. It's been a rough week, both at and outside of work, so let's take it out on our opponents with some really nasty Dimir-based control. We're going to revisit the Talented Banditry deck that I played a while back. What is Talented Banditry? Let's take a look. So we are an Esper control deck, in keeping with my general way I like to play control, which is like total interaction. Using discard to interact with our opponent's hands, using counter spells to interact with them on the stack, and removal spells to interact with them, whatever makes it to the battlefield. And one of our win cons is Bandit's talent. It's this Saga from Bloomburrow that makes it starts off as like a good mind rot, you know, like it makes them discard a good card or 2 lands, so it's like a good discard spell. It can tick up into be a rack that does 2 damage to your opponent each turn when they don't have cards, and a card draw piece for 4 mana lets us draw cards when our opponent is empty-handed. So that's one of our win cons. And we are packing some additional discard as well. Binding Negotiation is a 4 of. It's just a 2 mana Thoughtseize that can Thoughtseize anything, creature, non-creature, doesn't matter. I like having that kind of flexibility, especially since there's lots of really good creature decks, and I think 2 mana is a fair price for this effect. Can also exile a card, can also like bin a card that they have exiled, like something that's on an adventure or something, which rarely comes up, but is something that could possibly happen. Got a couple of Liliana the Veil, you know what she does. She's just an extremely powerful planeswalker that exists in Standard. And a couple of Hostile Negotiators are also win cons that make our opponents discard, gain us clues. This is just a very good creature that does this sort of Bugler Rat effect. Really good piece for a deck like this. We are also going to counter our opponent's spells. Since we are Esper, we have access to No More Lies, this new and improved mana leak that exiles whatever it counters. We also have a couple of 3 steps ahead in our deck, which can double as like a card selection piece. Rarely can create a token that's a copy of a creature we control, like a hostile investigator, for instance. And then we have our removal spells, 1 cut down for those Deep Cavern Bats and, Fairy Masterminds. A couple of Go for the Throat. This spell is just like the premium black removal spell in Standard. 1 Anoint with Affliction is great for those unstoppable slashers. Glissa has a lot of really good targets. A couple of Get Loss. I really hate this card, but it's sort of a necessary evil. We're playing it. Kills creatures, enchantments, and planeswalkers. Sometimes draws our opponent 2 cards when we do so, or gives them a lethal threat, but let's just hope that that doesn't happen. And then we've got some sweepers, including a No Witness for a 4 mana sweeper. This will be replaced promptly by Day of Judgment when Foundations is released in a week or so. But for now, we're just using this. Gives them a clue, but that's not a big deal when we need to clear the board to survive. And a couple of Sunfalls. This is the premier sweeper that exists in Standard. And then we got some card selection because we are a 26 land control deck. We want to be able to find the pieces we need. We got a couple of Deduces to help us do that. It was like a Think Twice, which is also going to be in Foundations. A couple of Quick Studies. Like, I want something at the 3 mana slot to help us find cards, and there's just, I can't find anything better, really. Our 3 steps ahead, of course, can double as like card draw pieces for 3 mana. We can draw 2 cards and discard 1. And then, our Bandit's talents, when we take them all the way up to level 3, do draw us cards every turn, ideally, when our opponent is empty-handed, which they should be if everything's going according to plan. We also have a 1 of Kaito Dancing Shadow, which can +1 to like neutralize an attacker or blocker, or for 0, just draws us an extra card every turn. So it's a little bit of a win more, maybe, but it also is a good defensive piece because it can shut down an attacker completely. It can also make a 2/2 death-touching artifact that when it dies, we drain our opponents for 2. Its static ability to have us pick up a creature and replay it basically will never be relevant. And then we've got some threats. In addition to our Bandit's talents, we are playing some good efficient threats like Unstoppable Slasher. This is kind of just an unbelievably good 3-drop for black. 3 mana 2/3. You know what this does. I'll just read it to you in case for some reason you don't. It's a 3 mana 2/3 Death Touch, already pretty good. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they lose half their life rounded up. So this just deals huge chunks of damage when it does get in, and disincentivizes blocking because it does have the Death Touch. When it dies, if it had no counters on it, return it to the battlefield tapped under its control with 2 stun counters on it. So it becomes tapped out for 2 turns, but it just comes back. So it's a very efficient, very powerful threat that does a lot of damage and is very hard to get rid of, and that's what we're playing it as a 2 of. And then we've got our Hostile Investigators, of course. We got a Sheoldred. You know what she does. She's just like the best 4-drop in Standard, pretty much. And then we've got an Occulus who fits in with our game plan of making our opponents discard. Super sticky threat that gains us some life with its lifelink and makes our opponent discard whenever it attacks. So that is the plan. We're going to make our opponents discard cards from the hand. We're going to counter their stuff on the stack. We're going to remove whatever gets to the battlefield. We're going to draw cards to make sure that we have the pieces we need when we need them. Total of 26 lands in the deck, including some Surveil lands, Shadowy Backstreets, Meticulous Archives. We've got a couple of creature lands, like one of each of the color combination, like one Restless Anchorage, one Restless Fortress, and one Restless Reef. So a lot of restless lands here. 3 Demolition Fields, which is a little sketchy considering that we are a 3-color deck. But I just find that, like, especially when people are like net decking the Pro Tour, the World Championship decks, like grindy control matches, they just go down to like whoever has the most creature lands and utility lands. So like in order to just not be outclassed by those decks that are running 4 Restless Reefs and 4 Fountain Ports, you got to have the Demolition Fields, and hopefully that won't hurt our mana too much. And we can use them to fetch up basics, of which we have 5 total in our deck, so that should be pretty good. And then, you know, we've got a few lands that come into play untapped, but a lot that come into play tapped as well. So hopefully our mana won't hurt us too much. We'll see how it goes. And we are playing Verges as well. I'm trying this out in 3-color decks now, because I think these lands are just really, really good. And we are playing a bunch of Surveil lands and basic lands, so we should be able to turn on both colors reasonably often and quickly. And even when we're not, like, being able to tap for like their primary color also is very good for our deck. The sideboard contains 3 Rest in Peace for graveyard decks, another cut down for decks that have cheap creatures like the Deep Cavern Bat decks. Destroy Evil, I think, is a really good card right now, because Archfiend, the World Championship deck runs Archfiend of the Dross, it runs Unholy Annex, both of which are cards that Destroy Evil can destroy. I really wanted to get a second copy of this in the sideboard because I actually think it's really well positioned, because Archfiend and Unholy Annex are just so widely played right now. Disenchant is there against artifact decks primarily, like sometimes you run into like synthesizer decks, you run into Urabrask's Forge after sideboarding against aggro decks, and like that is a card that just kills our deck, so we need a way to deal with that, and that's what Disenchant is for. Good old Disenchant. I remember playing this all the way back in like 1994 when I first started playing Magic. High Noon is there against like the prowessy decks where they do want to cast a lot of spells at once. Second Anoint with Affliction to catch those unstoppable slashers. A little more exile-based removal. 1 Negate, just a little more counter action. Liliana the Veil number 3 can come in against matchups where it's good, like Control, etc. Mid-range, where they don't have a lot of creatures. A Malicious Eclipse is a good sweeper against weenie decks. You know, sometimes you do see those Goad-wide decks, the token decks, the like Otter decks. This is good against those. Sheoldred number 2 for matchups where it's good, and Sunfall number 3 for matchups where we need further sweeper. Against like mid-range decks, Golgari in particular, exiling those Dread Knights is really good. So that is the plan for the deck. We're going to interact, make our opponent discard, and profit. And if you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. San Pablo Market is our first opponent. I wonder if they live right down the street from me. We're going to be on the draw with a pretty questionable hand. Yeah, our mana's bad, our spells are a little slow. So we're going to mulligan this, actually. And we'll keep this, although we don't have access to black mana right now. We are on the draw. Well, we do have a Fabled Passage, so we'll keep this and bottom... What's probably Kaito. So yeah, I guess I'm fetching a Swamp off this Fabled Passage. We'll see what our first draw is. Hopeless Nightmare. Alright, let's discard... Hostile Investigator. Binding Negotiation. Tiny Bones joins up. So they're a discard deck. What do I want to discard here? They're like probably a Tiny Bones deck. So if I discard Sheoldred, they could like recover it. I have 2 removal spells. I think I'll discard Anoint with Affliction. Fetch a swamp. Alright, see how you like it. Sheoldred's Edict, Final Vengeance, another tiny boy shows up. Rakdos. So just mono black, there's Rakdos. So there's nothing for them to return currently. Their hand's all removal spells. I don't know. I kind of like to keep the cards in my hand. So we're gonna need to find some more discard or some counter magic. So they're gonna scry. Alright, we found a counter spell. So they're legendary creatures deck. Artist talent. Yeah, I don't think we want that, because it gives them far too much card selection. Come on, you don't need to take this much time. Okay, they just pass. There's no point in playing Sheoldred because they just kill it and then they get it with Rakdos joins up. It's very possible I should have taken Rakdos joins up instead of Tiny Bones. I could have just discarded like a removal spell. Demolition Field. Come on, deck. Give me something good here. Rakdos joins up, has no targets to recover, so that's good. We draw more lands. Okay. Sawblade. Okay, so this is kind of... Put a +1/+1 counter on it, so we'll kill this. No more lies. Painful Quandary? I don't think so. Three steps ahead. Alright, we're looking for discard here. Hopeless Nightmare. I think we'll counter this and draw some cards. Discard. Probably a cut down. Let's drop a Deduce. Kaito. So we can Kaito. They have a Sheoldred's Edict. We gotta get it out of their hand though. So I think I'll just pass. Or do I Kaito? I'll Kaito. I'll make a 2/2. There's the Edict. Okay, that's one less removal spell for my Shelly.
Got the technological edge.
They have a Shelly of their own. I guess we'll draw a card. Alright, so they have a Sheoldred. Do I want to just sweep here? Probably. Let's draw. 3 steps ahead. Okay, let's go with an unstoppable slasher. Meat Hook Massacre. What does this do? Each player sacrifices X creatures. We're just gonna counter this and make a copy of the slasher. Alright, they get their final vengeance, but we have a slasher remaining. Play our own Sheoldred. Enduring Courage gives all their stuff haste. And +2/+2. Alright, they're gonna exile Sheoldred. We'll kill your 3/3. And we win. So, what do we want? Negate. Destroy evil. We want Sheoldred number 2. Probably Rest in Peace also. I don't think we need Cut Down. I don't think we need Anoint. Cut No Witnesses. Cut 1 Slasher. I think maybe we just need the 1 Shelly. Bandit's Talent. Alright, this looks good. We've got our colors. I mean, we don't want to mill against them. They're a discard deck. We do have a Deduce and a counterspell, so we'll keep. If they want to turn 1, make us discard, that's fine. We can discard a land. Hopeless Nightmare. We'll discard probably Caves. Right, play our untapped Azorius land. Let's drop a Deduce. They're gonna scry. Get Lost is cool. Alright, let's do some surveilling. We are good on lands for the moment. Yeah, we'll just exile that. Rest in peace. Should be good. Play the swamp. There's Shelly. And you know, as much as I love Shelly, she is a little on the evil side. Alright, let's get rid of Shelly. Make our land drop. Infernal Phantom. It's +2/+0. When it dies, deals damage to its power equals any target. That's fine. Let's draw. Kaito. Okay, that makes me want to kill this thing. Alright. Let's play Kaito. We'll just draw a card.
You ready, Pampan-chan? Phyrexia's secrets won't stay hidden for long.
Oh, they had a Restless Vent. I didn't see that. That's okay, though. I do have a Demolition Field that I can use next turn.
Expecting a little more.
They have a Bitter Reunion on top of their library, which they're keeping. Okay. Let's draw a card.
Sometimes the
Play a land. Bitter Reunion, uh-huh. Sawblade Skinner. Go ahead and just counter that. Alright, let's kill their land before I forget they have it. What do we want? I suppose it doesn't really matter that much at this point. Just take an island. Alright, Kaito, draw a card.
I got fresh intel.
There's our lands. So, do I want to start attacking? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can attack and still hold up 3 steps ahead. I'll decline
Thanks
to
for the
use
help,
Kaito's
Pom
thing.
Pom
Another Sawblade Skinner. The question is, do I want to lose Kaito? I kind of really don't. Alright, opponent's had enough. Deacon 0451 is our opponent. And we're on the play. Our hand looks great. We have a turn to Thoughtseize, so Thoughtseize-ish. Not seize. I think I'll lead on Fabled Passage and grab a Plains. Alright, another Binding Negotiation is bad. Alright, this is the abhorrent Occulus deck. A very popular deck at Worlds, so we'll discard Recommission, I think. Into the floodplain, the grab. Let's make you discard again. Chart a course. They almost have enough in their graveyard right now to just cast the Occulus. Alright, they play a Pixie. So this only taps for blue at the moment. We'll wait. Alright, let's get an actual black source. Then we can deduce. Slasher. Alright, let's Bandit's talent. Make you discard. It's kind of good for them. Sort of. It could be, potentially. So Rest in Peace is going to be good for us. Alright, they pitch their Flood Maw. Go ahead and just plus the Bandit's talent. Looks like they're gonna go for Occulus. Yup. Helping Hand. Okay. Let's kill the Occulus. The Haughty Jin is a 1/4. Let's fully tick up talents. They soul partition our bandits' talents. Alright, let's play it again, I guess. Oh, we can't. Never mind. Alright, let's crack our clue. Acklazotz, that's pretty good. They have an Occulus. Alright, let's get lost the Occulus. Let's attack. Let's play Bandit's talent. Oh, why did you tap all my black mana? Ah, the auto tapper screwed me. Why did you tap all my black mana? That doesn't make any sense. Recommission. What a lucky draw. Wow. Okay. I got screwed pretty severely there. Well, I mean, I got cheated out of 2 damage. That was like such a sick rip for them. Yeah, everyone's just net decking the world's decks, which is fine. People do that. More slashers. See, it cost me a mana. I can play a slasher. I think we're not attacking. Are we gonna block this? Probably, right? See if we can win this race. Would like to find a sweeper at this point. No. Okay. I guess we'll get back our demon. He's is not available this turn. Are we just dead? Yeah, we're just dead. Wow. That recommission off the top was just sick for them. Okay. Rest in peace. Coming in. Sunfall coming in. Anoint with Affliction, certainly. Sheoldred. Liliana? Destroy evil? Bringing in a lot of stuff here. Cut down can go. Get lost, we can trim. Actually, we don't need to bring in Sheoldred. Let's do some trimming here. Actually, I think I do want the second Sheoldred. I don't think I want no witnesses. Yeah, the blind discard is a little iffy against them until we have a rest in peace. So I think I'm going to go down to one of these, actually. Do I also want to negate, maybe? I guess we're only one ball in the Shelly. Go for the throat? I don't know. Get lost probably would have been a better cut than go for the throat, actually. But time pressure. This hand has no blue mana. I mean, we got a Demolition Field. We've got a Surveil land. I'd really like to find Rest in Peace. Is this a mulligan, though? That's the question. I think it is. We can do better than that. Well, we do have Binding Negotiation. This isn't really that much better, but it's something, I guess. Bottom. Definitely wants Sunfall. Sunfall's kind of a long way off, but... yeah, I think we're bottoming Sunfall. Not good. Need to find some blue mana quickly. There we go. Also would love to find Rest in Peace. Yeah, I don't know if Lily number 3 was the way to go, because, that's blind discard. They got this Founding, which is like a redundant copy of this. Really, we need Rest in Peace. That is all there is to it. They do have a Negate in hand. Let's quick study. Founding. I think we want to counter that. Yeah, because they get to mill, and then it also lets them get back their recommission. It's just too dangerous. There's a haughty Jin. We got Lily for that. Rest in peace, please. No. Rest in peace. No. Alright, let's kill that haughty Jin.
Happy to help, but one of your friends has to leave.
And let's do this. Pick lock, soul partition exercise. So I think negates is still the card that we don't want them to have. Well, we've got 3 Rest in Peace in our sideboard. Alright, Anoint with Affliction. We can point at a Occulus. We'll discard Demolition Field.
You won't be outsmarting me.
I think I just want to get lost this Picklock Prankster so that I can actually get Lily up to Edict mode. Now they can hardcast their Occulus. But I do have an Anoint with Affliction. Uh-huh. Alright, let's exile it. Meticulous Archive. Rest in peace. Alright, let's make you discard.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
And I guess we got nothing else to do but attack with our land. Getting a little restless here. They have a soul partition. So they can bounce Rest in Peace, but not until after it's cast. They have double soul partition. Alright. Let's rip. I think we'll Edict you again.
I've always hated crowds.
Alright. Attack I think we're not going to plus Lily because we want to no more lies something. Alright, let's draw some cards. No more lies than negate. More lilies. Plus... we'll discard Lily.
Don't overthink things.
Plus again. Making a soul partition. Okay.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave. I'm tired of your secrets.
Play another Lily.
This is my home, and
I don't want to plus it because I want to hold on to my destroy evil. Moment of truth. Alright, let's plus. We'll discard a land.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Continue attacking with our lands. Alright, continue plussing.
Don't overthink things.
Now they've got to worry about Lily ultimating, so they're going to end up using that soul partition at some point. We are also at 27 and they're at 5. Alright, they've had enough. Yeah, I'm actually not sure Lily's really the way to go here. Cut Lily for another slasher. I'm sure I would rather have go for the throat than get lost. Yeah, let's add Sheoldred. Actually, I really don't think Lily is good. I'm cutting one, going down to one Lily. But yeah, I think like this is fine. We added back in some more threats, so if we won with our configuration last time, hopefully this should be fine. Alright, we're on the draw. We've got removal. We don't have Rest in Peace. We're on the draw and we get a Surveil. Is this good enough? No More Lies could be good. Bandit's Talent is basically useless until we get a... So we've got like 2 blank cards effectively right now, and one that's like kind of blank. I think we mull. All right, we're gonna keep this because we don't want to go to 5. This is not good, but at least we can thought seize them. From your hand without paying its mana cost. Okay, so they cast Chart a Course for free. So we will Thoughtseize you. Take Recommission, but they can get it back with the Founding. Ooh, we do Rest in Peace. Okay, we need them to tap out. But they really have nothing to tap their mana for. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what we wanted. No, they have the Helping Hands. We were just like a turn too late. Alright. So we probably lose. Yep, this is a turn too late. I guess we'll do this, do some surveilling, Sunfall, play this. And we somehow have to resolve the Sunfall through their negate. So we need a Bitter Negotiation. Or maybe we can bait out their negate with a Bandit's Talent. Picklock Prankster. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sunfall. So I think we're dead. This deck is really good. A lot of people were playing it at Worlds. It's just like, all you have to do... They got this on, what, turn 2? Turn 3? This thing just runs away with the game so crazily. We were one turn off. They just hit the Helping Hand off their last Prankster. Negate it. Negate it. You know you want to. Nope. And we're dead. Nova Topnet Brazil is our opponent. With their Halana and Elena avatar, it's soon going to be legal again in Foundations. And this hand looks fine, we'll keep. Golgari. Kaya Intangible Slayer milled, okay. So they're like a Planeswalker control deck. Our hand's good against that. Do we want a Seachrome Coast? Yeah, I think so. Armadillo. Alright, let's Thoughtseize you. Vraska and a bunch of lands. Alright, let's go for a Bandit's Talents. They discard Portal to Phyrexia. Are they trying to recommission Portal to Phyrexia? Alright, they have one unknown. I guess do we risk Hostile Investigator? I don't think there's any reason to. I think we'll just tick up Bandit's Talents. We have counter magic, we have card draw. Alright, let's draw a couple cards. Slasher. Alright, let's do some unstoppable slashing. Alright, we draw more, no more lies. Well, let's get in with a slasher. It's gonna be a huge hit. This thing does so much damage. Chunk them for 13. Let's go Fabled Passage and Hostile Investigator. Oh no, we already have our planes on the battlefield. Uh-oh. So we can't actually no more lies. I should have figured that out prior to casting this. So if they have a recommission, we're probably dead. Phew, okay. Let's grab a swamp. Crack our clue. Aclazotz. Alright, let's attack with our dudes. Is that lethal? Not quite, but next turn. Yeah, and I think we'll just play a land and say go. With a couple counter spells. Valgavoth Faithful. They actually can pay for both my counter spells. But then they won't be able to activate it if they do. Alright, they can no longer activate it, which means they're dead. Just in case. I'm not sure if they've made their land drop this turn or not. Okay, now they definitely don't have the mana to activate it. And we can attack for lethal. Alright, so they're the Armadillo Reanimation Valgavoth's Faithful deck. So we definitely want Rest in Peace. I think Negate in case they... No, we don't need Negate. Destroy Evil in case they get a big chunker. Cut the cut down's really there for like Deep Cavern Bat decks. Cut no witnesses. We don't need negate. I think I'll cut Anoint with Affliction because the Faithful's like the only thing it hits, most likely. And I think I want Lily just in case they happen to resolve a chunker. I'll go one slasher. Cut a single Bandit's Talent. Alright, this is a good hand. We've got Thoughtseize, counterspells. We don't have Rest in Peace. Hopefully we can find it. I think they're just they're like a ramp deck / reanimation deck. Flood Farm Verge. I think we're looking for Rest in Peace, or looking for something a little more impactful. Alright, let's Thoughtseize you. Duress, Repair, and Recharge. Armadillo. They have double Repair and Recharge. I think we'll take Duress, though, because we want to keep our stuff. We have 2 counterspells for their Repair and Recharges. Alright, let's Bandit's Talents. Make you discard. They discard a Repair and Recharge. Let's go ahead and just tick it up to grab our swamp. What? Oh, that was a Fabled Passage. Duh. It's not a fetch land. Okay. Play our land. I think we'll say go. Vraska? Yeah, I don't think so. We'll draw. Deduce. Ooh, Binding Negotiation. Yeah, let's Binding Negotiation. Take your Repair and Recharge. Let's plus our Bandit's Talents. Now we don't have Counterspell up. Oops. Okay, they drew land. Gonna activate the Restless Fortress, that's fine. Let's draw. More deduction. Alright, we'll just pass. Casting an Armadillo. Counter it. Alright, let's get rid of their creature land before I forget they have it. Grab our planes. Drop a Deduce. Perfect, an untapped land. Alright. This one is in the bag. Hostile Investigator. We got our rack ticking. Heaped Harvest is totally fine. Gonna gain some life, sure. Let's crack a clue. Alright, Restless Fortress. Let's fully level up our talents. They are Fortress. Alright, they just drew another land, so maybe they should be holding on to that? I don't know. Let's crack our clue. They're in a pretty bad situation here. Draw 2 cards. Attack with our Investigator. Play Acklazotz. They discarded their Armadillo to gain some life. I mean, I would have just countered it if they tried to play it anyway, so... This is garbage time. Just start attacking with our creature land. Play this Rest in Peace just in case there's some kind of shenanigan I'm not anticipating. Giving us cards? Okay. GG's. Chili Willy 251193. So our next opponent will be on the play. Yeah, I think this is a good hand. We've got Thoughtseizes, we've got double Surveils. Hopefully these Surveils can find us some non-land cards. Like Sheoldred. Withering Torments, they've been... Okay, let's Binding Negotiation. So they're a graveyard deck. Commune with Evil, Commune with Evil. Guess we'll just take their Commune with Evils. It's a Forsaken Miner. Shadowy Backstreets. I don't think we want that. Commune with Evil. So they have no way to kill a Sheoldred. They drew Commune with Evil number 3. Okay. Well, let's see if they have a way now to kill Sheoldred. They don't. The infamous Cruel Claw. Alright. We can't block it. So I guess we're attacking. We're just going to try to outrace them. Play our Bandit's talents. Get our rack action going. Plus it. Play a creature land. exile cut down. It's a lot of cut downs. They can cut down our restless anchorage, unfortunately. So I guess we're not attacking with that. I think we'll hold. We're not going to fully level Bandit's talent because I want to have the opportunity to deduce if needed. Withering Torment. Can we find a counterspell? No. Let's draw off our clue again. Alright. Can we find like a Sunfall? That would be great. Hostile Investigator. We can't play Lily, but it's not going to do anything anyway. Okay. So we'll block this guy, I guess. Let's clue it up. More Liliana. Ugh. Okay, well they have one unknown card. 1, 2, 3. I guess we're just attacking. Drain you for 2. Okay. Just barely got there. So, Outlaws, Cruel Claw. Cut down doesn't kill Cruel Claw. We want Rest in Peace for those Forsaken whatevers. Anoint with Affliction. And Sunfall. Maybe Sheoldred also. Just do some cutting. Cut one Slasher since we're going up on Sunfalls. There's a little bit of anti-synergy there. They're pretty go wide, so I don't think Kaito's going to be very good. Lily also not great because they do go wide. Yeah, I think Lily's just not the play here. We can Thoughtseize them on turn 2. We've got nothing else. We are on the draw, but we don't even get like a surveil or anything. I think that means this is a mulligan. This is also a pretty bad hand, but we'll keep it. Okay, that's a good draw. No more lies, we'll keep that. We have Rest in Peace, which is decent. I think we want to tap out for Rest in Peace yet. Laughing Jasper. That's fine. We'll Anoint. Go. Commune with evil. Sure. Sunfall might be handy at some point, so let's go ahead and Rest in Peace. Hellspur Posse Boss, okay. We'll Sunfall those next turn. Sheoldred. Yeah, I think we want a Sunfall. Another Posse Boss. I should have got greedy and waited. Another Rest in Peace. Alright, we'll just pass. Forsaken Miner, uh-huh. Alright, let's get rid of the Forsaken Miner. And do we get lost the Posse Boss as well? I don't think so. I think we want to use this counterspell to protect Sheoldred. If we can draw an untapped land. Okay, there's another Sunfall. So let's just do that. Nothing. Alright, I think I'm gonna pass. Withering Torments. Okay. We have another Rest in Peace in hand. Kind of glad I didn't play the second one out, because that might have motivated them to do that. Let's get in. Play Rest in Peace number 2. Alright, now I think we'll play Aclazotz. More Withering Torments. Okay. Sure. That's a lot of Withering Torment. Oh, you're staring down Aclazotz here. Play Sheoldred. Lively Dirge. We're gonna turn up to 2 creatures. Well, we'll no more lies that. And we got him. Got him good. Freedom is our opponent. We're playing against Freedom. What a name. It's like naming yourself, you know, Puppies or something. Who really wants to beat puppies? And our hand looks pretty good. We're on the play. We'll keep. Kittens and puppies. Rainbows and unicorns. I like their sleeves. Do we want land number 4? Yes, we do. The old pinging desert. Alright. Let's go for the Thoughtseize. So they're a Bandit's talent deck. I think I'll just take their Bandit's talent. Their crime deck, like our last opponent. Blood Hustler. Kaito should be good. Alright, I think we'll just get rid of this Blood Hustler. So that we don't have pressure on Kaito. Just start drawing cards.
I won't quit until Kamigawa is safe. Keep both eyes open.
Realm Breaker. Alright, that lets him get any number of Praetors. Let's draw a card. So, eventually, that's gonna go off. He's got nothing but land in hand, okay. Quick study. Okay. I hope our opponent's not salty roping here. Okay. Sunlit Marsh. Ah, they milled my quick study. Alright, let's make a 2/2.
Alright, little buddy. Let's clean up this mess.
Are they actually like trying to mill me out? Essence Channeler. Okay, they're just a crime deck, so... That's pretty annoying. And we draw Stone Cold nothing. So I think we'll just plus on this bat.
I can run circles around you. Let's press our advantage.
Sure, why not? We got nothing else to do, really. Let's draw a card. Okay, there we go.
Phyrexia's
Bandit's talent.
secrets won't stay hidden for long.
They discard 2 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They actually do have the mana to cast that and pay for 1 No More Lives, but not 2. Okay, they didn't play their land first. That's good. They play it after the No More Lives. That's so brutal. Alright, they're trying to mill us out at this point. They draw land. Alright, I think I'll just kill this so that I can start plussing Kaito again.
Sometimes the winning move is to sit and watch.
Oh, they have a creature land. Oops. Destroy evil. Alright, that's gonna get us. Do I have a demolition field? I don't. Yeah, badly misplayed that. I wasn't paying attention to their lands. You really do have to pay attention, because everyone's running a million creature lands. I wonder if they even have any Praetors. Probably not.
Leave Pom-Pom-chan alone.
Alright. Give me something good, Kaito. Land is not good. They have 2 creature lands now. Okay. See if I can find a removal spell. Nope. How about with some deduction? Do I have basic lands left in my library? I do. Alright, let's kill this Restless Reef. Draw a card. Anoint with Affliction. Okay. And it's talent. Tick it up. Draw a card.
Sometimes the winning move is to sit and watch.
Tick it up again. See if again they rip something great. Our library's at, what, 15 cards? That's not a lot. Just get rid of that Restless Reef. Restless Fortress, rather. They have a Blood Hustler on top of their library. Alright. Restless Anchorage. Guess we're just plussing on this guy. There's the old hustler. We're down to 10 cards. Demolition field, our concealed courtyard. Okay. Drain for 1. Queens Bay Paladin. Sunfall. Return up to 1 vampire from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. Okay. Let's Sunfall. Swamp. Attack.
Infiltration's my specialty.
Think we might be getting there. Queens Bay Paladin. You lose life equal to its mana value. Five cards left in our library. Gonna drain for 1. Alright, let's kill this thing. Oh, I should have flipped my token. That was a mistake. Plus on this guy. Am I gonna lose this game?
Too slow.
No, I'm just barely gonna eke it out, I think.
Let's press our advantage.
Alright, I did that wrong. I should have, Okay, they do mill me, but I'm still in the game until I have to draw a card. And they die to Sheoldred. Okay. Phew. That was close. So we want Disenchant. We want Anoint with Affliction. We want Rest in Peace. And Sunfall. Maybe Liliana too. Just do some across the board shaving. I don't like the get losts. Maybe cut a slasher since we're bringing in all the sunfalls. No, I think I want my counter spells. Cut one of these. That's our win con. Yeah, I guess I don't actually have room for Lily number 3. Yeah, I'm gonna go down 3 steps ahead. So we can produce white and black mana. We can't produce blue yet. We do have a Thoughtseize though. Sunfall. I don't know. This is pretty slow. Is this keepable? We're on the draw. Lily's good against them. Sure, let's try it. They kept their surveil on top, and we didn't draw land. That's unfortunate. Blood Hustlers back for seconds. Braid's frightful return. Don't have anything to do with that right now. I don't know. I think since I have this Sunfall, I'm not that worried if they play out their creatures. Okay. That's not bad. Sure, we'll Lily. Make you sack.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault. Sacrifices must be made.
There's a Hustler. Alright, I guess we'll rip. And plus teaching what? Sunfall, I guess? We need blue mana. Come on, deck. More Blood Hustlers.
Now you've got my attention.
There's blue mana. Let's deduce. Plus, discard this land.
We all have things.
Oh, maybe that wasn't a good move, because then I could have Sunfalled next turn. Everything at Lily. Alright, we'll go for the throat, one of these guys.
I really don't have time for you.
Bandit's talent. Guess we're discarding Sunfall. Go Kaito.
I'll take on an army myself if I have to.
We'll make our
Let's
Death
see
Touch
you
dude.
do this.
I don't want to discard my quick study. Dark Slick Shores. Alright, let's draw a card.
I got fresh intel.
Let's plus. We'll discard
Drop it.
Dark Slick Shores. This could be ye old salty rope, unfortunately. It's like once you get behind a Liliana, it's so hard to claw your way back. Okay. Okay, and they scoop it up. Alright, so our final result with Talented Banditry 2.0 was a 4-1. Yeah, got some good wins there. Saw some interesting brews, lots of outlaws running around. We only played against one deck, which was like really tier, which is the Occulus deck. which we did lose to, but we did take a game away from them, and both of the games that they won, they ripped just the card they needed. So, like, I mean, that's going to happen. You know, that's part of Magic. The good decks can do that. They have the cards to put themselves in the position to do that. But it just means that they were very close. Like, we could have won either of those 2 games that we lost and won that match. So yeah, I think the deck it's good. It's strong. It's good. It's got good cards. The mana seems to be working well enough. It's fun to play too if you like, you know, really mean control decks, which I do. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's like the best deck in the world or anything, but it will win you some games. Is there anything I would change about it? I don't know. I kind of did all the changes I was wanted to do to it prior to the stream because I was testing it, and I did go against a lot of the, like, I went against Javier Dominguez's deck a bunch, and other demon decks. So the only thing is, like, I would try to get a second Destroy Evil in the sideboard. And maybe you could cut Liliana number 3 for that, because, I don't know, she's good against control, but there's a lot of matchups where she's not that great. I could see cutting her for Destroy Evil number 2, because this is a really good sideboard card. Other than that, I think the deck's fun. You know, obviously when Foundations comes out, this will be promptly replaced by Day of Judgment. We'll see if this deck even can be played after Foundations comes out. It's going to be such a shake-up to Standard. It's a huge, huge set. Lots of new cards, in addition to reprints, some of which are very strong. So, again, as I said last week, it's a little bit of a lame duck format, you know, Standard and Pioneer. But still, I just want to play some control, got that that itch scratched, and we did well. I think the deck is good. So that's going to do it for tonight. If you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Hope to see you in the next MTG video. I do post every Saturday. I also stream MTG on Twitch every Friday night. Link to my Twitch channel is in the description as well, if you want to come by on Friday night and check out the action. Hope you have a great weekend, and see you next week.